Good morning everyone. Let's start the session with a question. How the air pollution it is formed? Yeah, right. Because of the greenhouse gases, isn't it? Okay, what are all the greenhouse gases are there? Yeah, right. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, then carbon oxides and methane, etc. Isn't it? And these gases are emitted from where? Yes, right. Because of the burning fuels and running of the vehicles and then factories. Okay. So today we are going to see one main cause of the air pollution. Okay. I'm going to share the screen. So I hope my screen is visible. Yes, good. So see here. Today we are going to see the acid rain. Okay. It is the main causes of the air pollution. So see, actually for the running of the vehicles and then factories, it releases the harmful gases, that is nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and while burning the fossil fuels we can get the carbon dioxide. Okay, so these are all the harmful gases. It is sucked into our atmosphere. Okay, then what will happen while during the rainfall, these harmful gases, okay, nitrogen oxides and sulfur oxides, these harmful gases, it start to react into the water molecule, okay, which is present in the rain. And what will happen? The sulfur dioxide, okay, react into the water molecule and it is converted into the sulfonic acid and then sulfuric acid, okay, H2SO4. Okay, these are all the strong acids. Same like when the nitrogen oxide, okay, either it is a nitrogen dioxide or a nitrogen trioxide, it is react into the water molecule and it is converted into the nitric acid, okay, HNO3, nitric acid. So these will causes the acids. Okay, so what will happen after it is converted into the acid, because of the contact with the water, it reaches the earth. Okay, so these acidic form of rain, it is called as the acid rain, and it leads to the aquatic animals death, and it increases the soil level. Okay, so it is very harmful. At the same time, it start to corrode the surface of the buildings and then monuments. For example, the Taj Mahal, it is faded as a pale yellow color because of the acid rain. Okay, so it is a very harmful one and it causes the air pollution. And see here, we are going to form the acid rain by doing the chemical activities. Okay, so let's do the activity. Okay, so for this activity we need a certain compounds. So for this activity we need a pH paper. Okay, pH paper, it is used for identify the acidic and then basic character. And we need 2 beakers, then matchbox. Okay, here I taken a matchbox and 1 watch glass. Okay, so see here, for this activity first we have to, okay, take 1 beaker and I am going to pour a little amount of pure water. Okay, so see here, I poured the water into it. So you consider this is a beaker A. Okay, and now see here, you consider this is a beaker B, and now see here, the beaker you can consider as an atmosphere, and see, each matchstick you consider as 1 factory. Okay, each matchsticks you can consider as 1 factory. So now see here, now I am going to take a bunch of matchsticks, and these bunch of matchsticks are considered as a bunch of industries. Okay, now we are going to plant these bunch of industries into our atmosphere. Okay, so see here, this is a earth atmosphere. Now we are going to place this bunch of factories into this atmosphere. Okay, now what will happen at the morning? All the industries, it will be start to run, isn't it? So now these industries, okay, these planted industries, it is going to run. Okay, it is going to work. And see here, now I am going to burn this matchsticks, okay, and immediately I have to close this atmosphere with the lid, with the watch glass. See here. Okay. See, I am going to burn this matchsticks. So now immediately I am going to close the lid, okay, and after, see here, this is an atmosphere. Now the industries are working into the atmosphere, okay, and now the rain is pouring, okay, rain is pouring into the atmosphere, and I am going to close the lid, okay, and now shake it well. Okay, inside some air is present, isn't it? Gas is present. Now these gases are going to react into this into the water. Now slowly I have to remove it. Shake it well. So see here, you consider that the beaker, it is our atmosphere, okay. Now what is happening, one matchstick is it is considered as one industry. Now here the bunch of matchsticks, bunch of factories are planted into this atmosphere. Now all the factories are working, okay. So it start to releasing the harmful gases, and in the matchstick it has a sulfur compound in it, so it releases the sulfur oxide, and it is made up of the wood, isn't it? So this wood also, while it is burning, it is releasing the carbon dioxide gas, okay. So now it releases the two greenhouse gases as sulfur oxide and then carbon oxide, okay. So while pouring the water, you consider as a rain. So now these greenhouse gases, harmful gases, it start to react into the water, okay, it start to react into the rainwater. And now what is happening, this gases slowly react into the water and is slowly converted into the acid, okay. So we have to shake it well for this activity. Okay, fine. So now we have two beakers, isn't it? Beaker A and then beaker B. So see here, this is beaker B and this is beaker A. Beaker A, it has a pure atmosphere, okay, and beaker B, actually it has a acid rain, okay. So now we are going to test these two liquids by using the pH paper, okay. So see here, pH paper, it is used for the identification of the pH value. So here I am going to test with the pH paper for the two mediums. So see here, in the first atmosphere, it has a pure rain because the atmosphere, it is present, okay, it doesn't have the harmful gases. So now see here, while I dip the pH paper into the water, it shows pale green color, isn't it? It shows pale green color. So now I have to keep it aside. And second one, okay, this pH paper, it is going to test it with the beaker B, and look here, its color is changing into the red color, isn't it? Its color is changing into the red color. So now we are going to compare these two pH papers. Okay, look here, in the first paper it shows the pale green color, and second paper it shows the red color, okay. So in pH, if pH paper it shows red color, it indicates the presence of acid, okay, and if it shows the pale green color, it shows the neutral one. So the pure water, it is in a neutral form, but when the acid, okay, it is contaminated into the water, it shows the red color, okay, pale orange color here it shows. So here it clearly tells that the beaker B, it has the acid rain, okay, the water, it has the acidic form, okay. So that's like the acid rain is formed into our atmosphere, okay. This is the formation of acid rain. And yes, so let's move on the tab. Okay, see here, look at this. Okay, so see here, look at this slide. So how the acid rain is formed, it needs, okay. So see here, in the atmosphere, if more factories and then vehicles are running, what will happen? It releases the harmful gases like the sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and carbon dioxide gas, and these gases are reacting to the water and it produces the acid, okay. So this is called the acid rain. So its formula is see here, when SO2, okay, when sulfur react into the oxygen, it produces the sulfur dioxide gas, okay. See here, while we are burning the substance, what is happening? For the burning process, oxygen, it is very, very important, okay. So what is happening? When the sulfur which is present in the matchstick, it start to react into the oxygen, okay, and it is converted into the sulfur dioxide. Further, it is start to react into the excess amount of oxygen and it is converted into the sulfur trioxide gas, okay. So now the sulfur trioxide gas, it is going to react into the rainwater, okay, it is going to react into the rainwater. And now what is happening? The sulfur trioxide, it is going to react, okay, merge with this water, and we will get the sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, okay. H2SO4 is the acid, that is a sulfuric acid, okay. It is a strong acid, it is a strong acid. Additionally, it produces the carbon dioxide also in the matchstick, okay. See here, in the matchstick stick, we have the acids, okay. Wait a minute. I'm going to share the screen, wait a minute. Okay, see here, in the matchstick stick, we have a carbon dioxide, okay. So this carbon dioxide, it is going to react into the water and we can able to get the carbonic acid, okay. See here, in the matchstick, it start to release the carbon dioxide. Because of the matchstick, it has a carbon atom in it, and when it is going to react into the oxygen, we can able to get the carbon dioxide. We can able to get the carbon dioxide, and we can able to get the carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide, it is reacting to the water compound, okay, that is acid rain, and we can able to get the carbonic acid, okay. We can able to get the carbonic acid. So carbonic acid is a weaker acid when we are comparing with the acetic acid or a nitric acid, okay, acetic acid or a nitric acid. So see here, acetic acid, and then okay, so look at this slide. So actually sulfuric acid and the nitric acid, these are all called as the mineral acids, and these are all highly these are all having the highly acidic content when we are comparing with the carbonic acid. So carbonic acids are the weaker acid. So for the acid rain, the main sources is mainly the sulfuric acid and the nitric acid. It causes the acid rain when we are comparing to the carbonic acid, okay. So carbonic acid is the secondary source for the acid rain. But for the main source is sulfuric acid and then nitric acid, because these acids can able to generate a large amount of H plus ions and then H3O plus ions during the aqueous form. And let's move on the next slide. Okay, so see here, this is a question session. Which of the following gases is the primarily cause of acid rain? So listen the question carefully. Okay, so see here, which of the following gases is the primary cause? Okay, is the primary cause of acid rain. Okay, so primary cause of acid rain means what? Acid rain that is caused by because of these reasons. Okay, so see here, the options are carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, and second one is sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide, and third one is sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, and then fourth one is sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, so among these four, which could be the right answer? Yeah, okay, so option C you are preferring. Okay ma, fine. So option C is the right answer. Okay, so let's discuss this. So option C means what? Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. So see here, option C, actually it has the strong acid. Okay, that sulfur dioxide and the nitrogen dioxide, it can be able to produce as a strong acid as H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, and nitrogen dioxide. Okay, it forms the HNO3. Okay, that is a nitric acid. So these two acids, sulfuric acid and the nitric acids, are a very strong acids. So it can easily cause the acid rain for the environment. But when we are comparing the carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, it forms the weaker acid as carbonic acid. Okay, carbonic acid is a very weaker acid, so it doesn't impact a large amount of atmosphere. And when we are comparing the sulfur dioxide and then nitrous oxide, see, sulfur dioxide, it produces the strong acid, but nitrous oxide, it is unstable one, it is not a stable, so it is unstable one, so it doesn't produces the strong acid, so it is also produces the weaker acid only. And then last one is sulfur dioxide and then carbon dioxide. Here also sulfur dioxide is a strong acid, but carbon dioxide, it is a weaker acid. It produces a weaker acid, that is a carbonic acid. Okay, so option C is the right answer. It produces, okay, option C, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, it primarily causes the air pollution because it produces a strong acid when we are comparing with the other gases. Okay, so answer is C, that is sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so okay, fine. So I hope for doing this activity, everybody can understand how the acid rain it is formed and how the acid rain it is produces the air pollution. And thank you.